What is up, guys? So I just got back from fishing today. It was a rough one out there today. It was so rough that I wasn't able to catch a fish today. So I'll kind of show you guys about 10 seconds of what would summarize today. So here it is. So yeah, it was pretty windy out there. Couldn't really make the most accurate cast in the spots that I wanted, and if I did, my boat would either be pushed right into the spot or way off from the spot. So it was a rough day today. Not even a single bite, but that's just the thing with swim bait fishing. It's not always catch, catch, catch. It's a lot of just going out there skunking and not even seeing a fish, not even hear about anybody even catching a fish. So it was just a rough day out there in the water. You kind of brush it off after a while of skunking. But yeah, so with that, I'm going to go back into my archives of some fish catches that I'm probably going to be showing you guys, here and there when I do skunk and I'm not able to show you anything. So today I'm going to be showing you one of the sickest catches I've ever seen on film and in person. I hope you guys enjoy. So I'm going to be kind of giving a little bit of a backstory to the actual catch of the fish. Leading up to it, I've been fishing with my buddy Chris for probably the past 2 or 3 months. We kind of met at an urban spot and we were kind of throwing swim baits around, and we were talking like, hey, we got to get out to the lake sometimes. And he brought up the fact that he had a 10-foot little John boat, and so like, yo, let's go out to one of these lakes and go throw swim baits there, because we'd have a much better chance at catching fish at like a real lake instead of like an urban pond. And so we go out the first trip out. We catch one little 2-pounder, I think the first 10 minutes in, on one of his homemade slammers. It was super sick. We called out the spot. He threw it off of like some rock point. He's coming over the point, and then this fish just comes up and smashes his slammer. So it was really sick. We saw some other really nice fish that day too, but we couldn't get him to commit at the time. So we said, forget it. Let's just come back. And after that, he didn't really have any good swim baits. He had a few homemades here and there, and I think he had like a 8-inch triple trout. And so the next trip we go out, I've got a brand new Hinkle trout to me, and I'm kind of showing him like what good glide baits can do for him. And he's throwing his triple trout and whatnot, and he's not getting any action whatsoever. I'm having these 6 to 8 pound fish just crush my Hinkle. I also had a Hinkle shad at the time that I had him throw later that day, and he caught a nice 4-pounder on it. So that was kind of eventful for him. So he's like, man, I gotta actually get one of these real good glide baits. So he went out and bought himself one of the new style deps 250s. And I was kind of skeptical about it. I'm like, you got, what you have for funds. And so he just picked up the new deps 250. And so with his new deps 250, he was pumped. We got back out there probably like a few days after he got it. And we're fishing, and we're leading into like this back part of one of the cuts in this lake. And as you guys will see in the video, there's going to be a lot of moving water. And at the time, he was still kind of new to working at depths, and he, had it gliding this and that and all upside down, washing it out and whatnot. And it wasn't helping because of the moving water, and it made it much harder to glide the bait. And what's so crazy is that even when the bait wasn't working right, he still had this fish slam his bait.
Oh my, dude, he came out of nowhere. Dude, oh my, dude, he came out of nowhere.
what was so cool was on that same cast that he made, we saw like a little 2-3 pound fish come out of that rock that you guys will see come out. We saw a fish come up and then it just went straight back down. And we're like, oh wow, that was kind of cool, you know? And then all of a sudden that fish came up and torpedoed his bait right next to the boat. I was able to jump on the net quick enough and net the fish before it did come off actually. And like the coolest part about that fish catch was that it was his personal best. And he was absolutely stoked. It turned out to be like a 6.5 pound fish. And he was super stoked just because he did just get that new depths. That day we went on to catch 27 pounds for 5 swimbait fish. It's still the only day where we've combined for 5 swimbait fish. It's really hard just to get 1 swimbait fish. When you get those 5 swimbait bites and you get them all to the boat, it's an incredible day. If you guys want to go see some more swimbait catches, I do have a video that I posted about a month or 2 back. It's called Swimbait Fishing in the Wild West. It's kind of just a compilation of swimbait catches that we've gotten in the past year and a half, I believe. And it's kind of compiled up into one 30-minute video. You guys can go check that out. Hopefully 2017 brings some really awesome stuff for everybody. I know I'm looking for a double-digit largemouth and to hopefully get Phoenix on an 8-pound plus largemouth, another personal best. Those are pretty much my main 2 goals or resolutions for 2017. Hopefully we can get those completed and on film for you guys, because I know that's going to be super, super epic to catch like a double digit, or I'm going to be freaking out when Phoenix catches his new personal best, so it's going to be a good time. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, chase your dreams.